Hey, welcome to another episode of Unlocking Your Superpower. My name is Michelle Meta, and I have with me,
Veronica Joseph.
and we are so excited to talk to you guys about how to unlock your inner joy from within. We are talking about cultivating that inner joy, really talking about bringing that peace and that happiness from within. Because I don't know about you, but many of us are looking for that next thing, that new car, that new house, that new clothes and that new pair of shoes versus just stopping and pausing. So, Veronica, what is the number one cause of death in the United States of America?
So, according to the American Heart Association, it's heart diseases. So,
Heart disease.
right, and 51% of Americans are not aware of that. And so, I just took a class yesterday about cardiovascular diseases in Chinese medicine, and my teacher said he had patients who are healthy, that are exercising, eating healthy food, but guess what? They died of heart attack. And he found out that emotional stress are the trigger of heart attack. And these men or women are experiencing like a bad relationship that are stressed out. And so that triggers them to have these heart problems. And
Wow, emotional stress. It's not even mental or physical stress, it is emotional stress. So, it's people not having the ability to navigate their emotions that they're having.
well, a lot of them is they're not happy with their job, they're not happy with their life, they're not happy with their relationship. And that really impacts the organ, especially the heart.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is so interesting because part of the training that I've been in, it's about talking about emotion, just the word emotion. And emotion is energy in motion. It
right.
is emotion. And so our bodies from head to toe, from left arm to the right arm, is all about bringing that energy through to and from our body, inner
Hmm.
and out, and having that ability to having trapped emotions,
Hmm.
right? You fall all of a sudden have like aches and pains. And you ask yourself, well, you didn't hurt yourself. How do I have this ache and pain? Maybe you have a trapped emotion side of your body that hasn't been addressed yet.
Actually, I just had a patient this week. She is complaining about a lower back pain and spasm, right? And
Wow.
so we went in to find out through muscle testing what's happening, what's causing the spasm and the muscle pain. And we zoom into that part, that lumbar vertebrae, the muscle and the nerves. And she was holding that particular vial, which is like a substance, so energetically programmed by a computer. And so I muscle test her and I ask, okay, what's causing the problem? And it ended up like it's not the food that she was eating, it's an emotion.
Wow.
So the emotion was actually stored in the lower back, on both hips and both knees. And the emotion that came up was fear of being alone.
The fear of being alone
Right,
caused the spasm and the ache and the pain in the lower back. If you think about that, like how many fears are we holding on to?
right, yeah.
Right? How many fears does a human go through in their
Mhm.
lifetime? Right? We have the fear of success, the fear of failure, fear of snakes and spiders and but there's also the fear of just being alone or fear of dying
Mhm.
or the
Yeah.
fear of public speaking. I mean, we as a society have trained our mind, body, and soul to be afraid.
So that is a very interesting. And she was surprised because it was a subconscious. She was not even aware of it.
Right. And a lot of this is
Yeah,
unconscious, right?
right,
97% of our behavior is unconscious.
right.
97% of our behavior is unconscious. Only that 2 to 3% is our conscious behavior. And so it is so important to understand who is in control. Is it your unconscious mind or your conscious mind? And if you don't know the difference, have you ever seen an iceberg?
Right.
Right? An iceberg in the water, right? What we see above the water is our conscious mind. What we see beneath the water is our unconscious mind. And Titanic, the ship, was told never to be, it's never going to sink, right? And that is the thing that it sunk because it hit the iceberg and nobody knew how big it was going to be.
So there's a
Right?
lot of issues like sadness, like what people do is they don't know, they're not aware of their own feelings, right? So they try to make them happy by going outside, like what you said, buying things, to make them happy, going shopping to make them happy. But, once they have all of those, I mean, they go for another. It's like an endless thing. So
Right.
how can we make it sustainable? So instead of looking outside, why can't we look within and see what's within us? What can we do that make it simple, affordable, and easy to maintain and sustain? So, what do you think, Michelle, in your life? What are the things that you do to cultivate that inner joy within?
I love that question. As you're asking me this question and thinking about it, I was like, I used to always be surrounded by people. As an extrovert, I was like, for me to find joy and to be with joy, I would have to be around other people, not realizing that since 2020 and the pandemic and the lockdown, that my inner joy lies within me, being okay with sitting with myself, being okay sitting in a moment of silence. And so I've never done this before, but just this past Wednesday, I got up in the morning and I had this idea. I have a beautiful backyard. I'm blessed to have a beautiful backyard. And it's right now spring, so the flowers are in full bloom. I decided to have a meditative picnic. I took a bed sheet, put it all on the grass,
Yeah.
took my prayer beads, and I legitly sat underneath the sun and I meditated for an hour. It is so unlike me to do this. It is very difficult to sit with me by
Right.
myself for 5 minutes. And I
Yeah.
sat there without my phone for an hour. And
Okay.
I felt so rejuvenated because, as an earth sign, as a Capricorn, I needed to be with earth. And I realized the more my feet needed to touch the ground, I needed to feel that cold grass beneath my toes. And it made me get so much more clear in my life purpose. And I realized like we take the sunlight for granted.
Yeah.
I take my backyard, the lawn in my backyard for granted.
Right.
Instead, I don't need to drive out 50 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles to go and enjoy nature. It is right here at my disposal. So why not have that type of a picnic? And it made me realize like I don't give myself enough credit. I don't give myself enough credit for staying in that pause, slowing down
Right.
and not chasing that next thing. And yeah, am I 100% in every area of my life? No. However, it gave me the momentum that I needed to be one step closer to that 100% in my life. Right. And sometimes just being grounded, right? We've heard the word grounded when we're kids, right? As in you're getting in trouble. As an adult, being grounded means getting connected to Mother Nature because Mother Nature is within us, right? 90% of our body is water. And Mother Nature provides that water. Water comes from the rivers and the large bodies of water, obviously, right? So it's within us, and just being connected, being able to tap into that. And right now, I don't know if you know this, Veronica, but there's a new movie coming out. It's called Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Inside Out is a Pixar movie, and it's about emotions. And there's a character named Joy, and she's the main character of that movie. And Inside Out 1 was about emotions, and Inside Out 2 is also about emotions in our mind. And it is a animated movie, animation. However, it is puts the things that we've been talking about on our previous episodes to get into perspective, because emotions are things that are not addressed. We have major emotions like anger and fear and frustration and guilt and shame and hurt. And all of this ties into really paying attention to what's actually happening within us.
Mhm.
And a lot of people, they shut down and they go into depression because they don't know how to deal with it. Or they go into the worry of not having something and they create anxiety in their body. They create anxiety in their mind. So when you say stop it, and you stop and you pause and you take that deep breath, the life breath,
Mhm.
where you hold for four, inhale for four, exhale for four, hold for four. And when you do that process, you really start to figure out that what your heartbeat sounds like. And it gives you that ability to have that deep breath that your lungs desire.
Mhm.
Because the more stress you have, the higher you're up you're breathing. And the
Right.
less stress you have, the lower you're breathing. And the goal is to have your whole lungs be filled with breath. And that only happens when you're able to slow down and be intentional with your breathing. So inner joy comes from within. You have to be open to be able to believe that inner joy comes from within. It is an internal process.
That's true. Yeah. So whatever you believe in, it becomes your reality.
Yes. So, Veronica, how do you find joy in your life?
Well, that's a very good question. So usually for me, I try to do it like a routine, right? So positivity, like affirmation, I usually do it like each day when I wake up or at the end of the day, just to reinforce a positive mindset. In the morning, I always set an intention. Okay, what is, my purpose for today? And each day, I put in a color to remind myself. So Monday is a red color day, and that is to create love, right? So that's my
I love that.
intention. And so Tuesday is orange. And orange is a color that activates the sacral chakra, right? The creativity that to create passionate about. So either in, writing like for instance, what will be a topic for today, like creating that, or drawing, so that's
Yeah.
just an example. And then another thing is the gratitude, right? So at the end of the day or during the day, like, what am I grateful for? Like
Right.
three things I am grateful for. And that shifts my focus to what is lacking versus what is abundant, right? And creating a positive environment, right? Like where I work, where I live, like uplifting music. Like when I drive in the morning, I can always see the mountain, right? So that creates joy within me, and I will turn on the music, so I will be dancing, right? And that, I feel happy and grateful, and so that's basically the routine, and as well as spiritual practices like what you're doing. I'm also doing meditation. I spend time with nature, like walking and taking care of myself. I do practice acupuncture on myself.
I
And,
love that, right? Like
right,
we're our
and
own patients, we're our own
right,
clients.
and also exercising, because those exercise and getting enough rest and relax, as well as eating balanced and healthy food, can help improve my mood, as well as sustain that positivity. And at the same time, I try to smile a lot, right? Because that also helps. Another thing that's important is passion.
Mm.
I mean, how can someone be joyful if there's no passion in our lives? So, what really gets me excited each day is that I love my job. I love helping people, and the smile in their face, like when they're feeling great and they're even humming, you can see the transformation in their life. That's really priceless for
I
me.
love that. I mean, I truly believe that too. And it's so important. Like, smile is such an easy gift.
Mhm.
When you smile at somebody else, do you want them to, like, a smile is just an easy gift to give back to people.
Right.
And you receive
Yeah.
that smile back. And I
And
was reading this book called The Surrendered Single by Laura
right.
Doyle. And she said, so if you are single and you're in the dating world,
Uh-huh.
you should smile more. Just smile at anybody that comes your way. And you will feel so much better about yourself and you will spread inner joy outward
Right.
because people like to be around positive people.
Hmm.
People don't like to be around negative people. So it's the ability to have that smile and wear that smile. And it's such a beautiful thing, right? And having that ability of just connecting just by nonverbal communication of your eyes are widening and there's a smile on your face.
And also cultivating curiosity. Like I'm
Yes.
always curious to learn new things, and I'm always taking classes that excites me. Like I'm okay, I cannot, and I think like you cannot wait, you're always happy and that you wanted to learn more like that. And also I think one of also the most important thing is establishing a meaningful relationship with ourselves, right?
100%. And because you are yourself. I mean, nobody's going to take care of you like the way you take care of you,
Hmm.
right? Nobody's going to acknowledge you like the way you acknowledge you. So don't disregard who you are being. Don't disregard your essence of your body, right? Admire what God has given you. Admire what the source has given you
Hmm.
and appreciate it from head to toe. Because when you start loving yourself, every single day I tell myself, Michelle, I love the way your hair looks today. Or Michelle, I love the way that twinkle in your eye. When you compliment yourself, you bring right inner joy to come from within as well.
Right. Yeah. So those are very important. And doing it every day, incorporating it in your daily routine makes it more effective because you're able to cultivate that joy and sustain it.
Absolutely. So, Veronica, is there something that you can give us, like maybe a 5 minute, like an instant joy pick me up? Is there a way where you could provide that to us today?
Well, we can try. I invite you to sit in a comfortable chair and relax your head, your neck, your shoulder, move it around, and we can go into the 555 breathing technique. Inhale slowly and deeply for 5 seconds and tense for 5 seconds and breathe out slowly for 5 seconds. So let's go ahead and do it. Inhale, close your eyes, tense your body and breathe out for 5 seconds. 4 more times. Inhale for 5, tense for 5, breathe out for 5 seconds. Inhale, tense, breathe out. Inhale, tense, breathe out. And one more time. Inhale slowly. Tense your whole body. And breathe out for 5 seconds slowly. Imagine that at the soles of your feet, there's roots coming out, going down below the ground, connecting to the center of Mother Earth. And imagine a big rock anchoring the roots, grounding you. Then visualize a blue-colored light coming from the center of Mother Earth and moving up to your feet, to your legs, stomach, the heart center, neck, up to the source, to the universe, feeling the unconditional love of Mother Earth, a sentient living being. Now visualize a white light coming from source or universe, going down to the top of your head, face, neck, chest, down to the stomach, to your legs, down to your feet, down underground into the center of Mother Earth. Feeling your body with light, joy, peace. Now go ahead and bring your awareness to your heart center, listening to your heartbeat. And I'm going to sound the heartbeat through the drum to help us focus and bring our awareness to our heart center, listening to our heartbeat. Breathing in and out. Feel the unconditional love of Mother Earth, the peace and joy from the source. Visualize the white light and the blue light merge at your heart center. Take a deep breath and out. And as you breathe out, allow the light and the love and the joy radiate throughout your body, filling every cell and organs of your body with light, love, and joy. Take another deep breath and out. And let the love, peace, and joy radiate all around you. Bringing your awareness to your heart center. Feeling that joy, that love, and peace. The plants, the animals, the trees, all living things all around you are vibrating, pulsing as one, connecting from my heart to your heart. The heart of Mother Earth throughout nature. heartbeat beating as one. Feel the love and the joy and the peace in your heart throughout your body. Breathing in and out. Feel the calmness. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Give yourself a big hug and do an affirmation. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. Blessed I am. Blessed I am. Blessed I am. Thank you for joining us. And if you are interested to join our monthly meditation, you can check it out on my website, awesomehealing.com, and join us. How does that feel, Michelle?
I loved it actually. I feel so much more calm in my body and I feel extremely centered and grounded. So this meditation is always at your fingertips. You can go ahead and listen to the last 5 minutes of it if you want to keep doing this meditation on repeat. Veronica has graciously given her our time in giving us a monthly meditation. So please do check out the website awesomehealing.com to learn more about the monthly meditation. If you want to connect with us one-on-one, feel free to visit us on social media. Mine is at I am Michelle Mehta.
And we also do the Tai Chi Chih moving meditation every week on Tuesday, too.
Love that. Love that. So thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to connecting with you on our next episode where we talk about bringing in and deepening this joy, and we're adding in abundance and prosperity along with it. So hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time listening to us, and we will see you next time.
Bye. In
Bye.
gratitude.